Well, dear students, welcome to my class. So this is for ninth students. Okay, the chapter is matter around us few. Is matter around us few. In the last class, we have discussed about the separating the components of a mixture. Separating the components. Separating the components. Components of a mixture. Okay, Nama. Separating the components of a mixture. In this, we already discussed the how can we separate out the organic dye. That means the color of that ink, organic dye from the ink. How can be separated? By using evaporation. Evaporation method. By using evaporation method, we can separate out the dye from the ink. Okay, Nama? In that next topic I covered is how can we separate out the cream from the whole milk or full cream. Okay, that in that milk we have to observe clearly that milk obtained or present occur as a many poly packets and tetra packets in our market. So toned milks are there, double toned milk are there. So these are varies in fats. That's why their prices also varies. Only because of the price depends on the fat content. Fat content, how much fat is content, that depends the prices of that milk. So in milk, we have to observe the very small solid particles, very small solid particles. That means these small solid particles mixed with the milk. That means milk contains solid particles, solid small solid particles. We cannot separate out by the physical process, means by filtration. These are small particles right now. Even he can through the filter papers. At the time of filtration is not occurs. Filtration cannot be used. At the time of filtration cannot be used, we have to use the centrifugation process. Which process, ma? Centrifugation. Centrifugation process. What happens in the centrifugations? The principle of these centrifugations, that means the heavier or denser solid particles settles at the bottom and lighter particles present at the top of the kidney container. Okay, nama? That means these heavier solid particles forced to bottom. Milk contains small solid particles right now. That solid particles after centrifugation, we have a centrifugation machine is there. If it is not there, you can use the milk churner. Churners is there in your houses. You can use that milk churner. You can centrifuge that mixture. Okay, after centrifugation, we get the solid particles at the bottom of the any containers and get the water or smaller particles. That means very lighter particles at the top. So this centrifugation has many applications. Mainly we have the uses of these uses or applications. So this centrifugation used in the diagnostic laboratory. Used in diagnostic laboratories. So in which purpose they use in the laboratories? Because of testing the blood and urine test and blood test, as this diagnostic laboratories conducts, and that process we call as centrifugations. Okay, the next use this is used in dairies. Used in dairy. Why? So to separate out the butter from the cream. The cream means whole milk. Cream milk or whole milk we call it. We have to. That means milk powder is there na. That milk powder we call as solid particles. So that milk powder is extracted from the whole milk. So that done in the dairies. So that means separate the butter from the separate the butter butter from milk or cream, cream, cream. Okay, no? So the next use is used in washing machines. Used in washing machines. Washing machines. Why? To squeeze out water from the wet cloths. Wet cloths contain water particles, right? Now, when you squeeze the water particles, that means air particles are settled down from the wet cloth. This is the some. These are the some important points like uses of centrifugations. Okay, centrifugations. In this class, I am going to discussing about the how can we separate a mixture of, that means a immiscible mixture, immiscible liquid solution. That means how can we separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids? How can we separate the how can we separate the a mixture of a immiscible liquids, okay, Nama? This is the concept. Immiscible means a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture. When you combine the two liquid solutions, they mix or they dissolve completely or uniformly. At the time we can use miscible. Here we have immiscible. Immiscible means heterogeneous mixture. Immiscible means heterogeneous. Miscible means homogeneous. So in this we have to observe the immiscible. Immiscible means heterogeneous solution, heterogeneous mixture. Okay, Nama? If you imagine water and kerosene, or water and oil, and water or any organic compounds, that is in a liquid state. Okay, Nama? So when you take the water and oil, okay, Nama? So at the time of immiscible liquids, how can we separate the mixture? This is the point in this. Okay, Rama? So in this, the main principle is density. Density. Depending on density, we can separate out the immiscible liquids. Immiscibles means they does not dissolve completely. It forms two layers. So, for example, just imagine this is a separating funnel. Okay, Nama? This is as a stop cock. This is a stop cock. This is a separating funnel. Okay, Nama? In this we have red color is water. This is water, and green colored this is oil. This is water. Okay, Nama? Water. This is a separating funnel. In this separating funnel, we have a mixture. That mixture is formed from the oil and water. See, dear students, oils like petrols, diesels, all petroleum products we can import from the Arabian countries or from the other countries. Okay, Nama? At the time of transport, it may leaks. It may leak. So at the time of leaking of this oil and petroleum products, so they mix with the water. At that purpose, we can use this technique. Okay, ma? While using this technique, we can separate out the petrol or any oils or anything organic compounds. We can separate from the water. Okay, ma? So to minimize this oxidants, we are using this process based on the density. So when compare the density of the oil and water, water has more denser. Water has more denser. More denser. Denser means water has high density. Because of high density, this present at the bottom. That means it settled at the bottom. When this oil has a less denser, as less denser. That's why the oil floats on the water. Oil floats on the water. We have two liquids. Oil is one type of liquid and water is other type of liquids. They are completely does not dissolve. That's why we call as this is immiscible liquids. That means immiscible mixture. They cannot dissolve one another. Okay. So for the time of this type of mixture, by using the separating funnel, you can separate out the these mixtures. Okay, na? This water at the bottom and oil floats on the water. Okay, na? Top side oil is there, down side water is there. So if you add to this mixture, left to some time. So clearly the water settled down and oil at the top. So just open the stopcock. Just open the stopcock of the separating funnel. The water comes out. Water will comes out. Okay, na? After reaching the oil to this stopcock. So this is very important. After reaching the oil, after reaching the oil to this stopcock, you have to stop this cock. Stop this cock. Full separations. Pour the after pouring of water to this container, oil should be this touches to stopcock. Then only you have should stop the stopcock or close the stopcock. Now we have to get the oil in this funnel. Okay, this is all about density. Depends on the density. Oil density is water density. They are differ. By differing the densities, we can separate out the immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids. Okay, and these immiscible liquids has also some principle. The principle is that we have to liquids separate out in a layers depending on density. That principle is density. Based on density, we can separate out the immiscible liquids. And also it has some applications. It has some applications. When we use these applications to separate mixture of oil and water, separate the oil and water separation times we have to use these techniques. And also in the extraction of iron, extraction of iron, that is Fe. Where from it is its ore. Extraction of iron from its ore. That means if you this iron particles are heavier. Okay, iron particles are heavier. That's why it settles at the bottom. The lighter slag is removed from the top. This is from this